This Gopi is looking to Krishna, admiring the beauty of every part of his body and feeling more and more love for him. Lakutti kara lapati pat dupati lak sihat shatakam. Lakutti kara lapati pat dupati. This line explains that this lila had happened when Krishna was on this earth. Because in divine Vrindavan, normally he never takes a stick in his hand. When he was on this earth, so he played all kinds of lilas. Lilas of Braj and lilas of divine Vrindavan. Sometimes he used to go taking all the cows in the jungle with all the boyfriends, playing over there. It was a pretension that he has gone to keep cows out and they should be grazing. So at that time, all the boys who were taking cow herds in the jungle, they had to keep a stick to control the herd of the cows. So Krishna also used to take one. But that was the adding the beauty. It was not using on those cows for using. So that became a decoration of Krishna, Lakutti. Lakutti means stick, with which he controlled cow herds, although he never did physically. So Lakutti is also a part of the decoration. That shows that when Krishna played with Gvalvals, that shows a particular bliss of Krishna. I'll explain in my other meetings that Krishna's bliss is of many kinds. The bliss Mother Yashoda experience, the bliss his playmates experience, the bliss Gopis experience. There are three main kinds of bliss. And the bliss all of the beings of Braj they experience. Other beings means trees and plants and animals and birds and cows and calves, all of those. There's a big difference. Accordingly, Krishna has many forms. However, this relates to that kind of bliss which was experienced by the playmates of Krishna. But however, when he was there in jungle, with his stick around his Lakutti kara lapati in his hand, lapati pat dupati, dupatta, you can say shawl. Normally Krishna wears a dhoti from his waist downward and a shawl around his shoulder. So at that time he had wrapped his shawl around his waist in a style. It was hanging in a style. It looked neat. And in his hand he had also taken this stick in a style. And he was standing in a style. So the whole thing was so beautiful, so glamorous, that the Gopis couldn't hold their love. They wanted to run to Krishna and embrace him, give him a big hug. But they had to hold because Krishna was not in a mood of that kind. He was thinking of Radha at that time. So Lakutti kara lapati pat dupati laki sihat shatakam. Shatakam also is a phrase used which no one can imagine the meaning of that. There is a word Cupid in English. There is a word Kam, Dev in Sanskrit term. Not exactly the same, but very similar, you can say. It is supposed to be the beauty of Cupid, the greatest on this earth. No one has ever seen Cupid. It's kind of myth. But Kamdev is a fact in Indian scriptures. He is a god of beauty. He is a god of celestial beauty, you can say. So the god of celestial beauty, how much he would be beautiful is beyond imagination. Uncountable beauty of God could be sacrificed on the beauty of a part of Krishna's body. This is the meaning Sihat Shat Kam. Shat literally means 100, but it means uncountable. When uncountable beauties of the beauty of Cupid or the god of beauty are nothing. Gopis say if you simply see the toe of Krishna or the crown of Krishna or the neck of Krishna or the waist of Krishna, she is not saying about the eyes. Apart from face, even other parts of body is that beautiful. So how beautiful the face would be, it's for you to imagine. I leave it up to you. Yamuna tat thar ho sundar shyam, thar ho sundar shyam, Yamuna tat thar ho sundar shyam, Kati pat pit काच बीता बिच मुरली मधुर लयाम, चितवन चोट चलावत इत उत मन भावत ब्रज भाम, जमुन तट ठार हो सुंदर श्याम, अच्छा विपत वीणा कृपालु जमुन जल, लखैक सखित ठाम, जमुन तट ठार हो सुंदर श्याम, काठी पट पीत काचनी ताबिच मुरली सुहर ललाम. Kati pat pit described he wears dhoti on his waist and down. Patpit, he always wears silken saffron color. His dhoti and his shawl are both saffron color and silken, always, with no change. Another piece of material means smaller than shawl. Shawl is almost 2.5 yards in length, in regular width. A smaller type of shawl, you can say, is called kachni. You can say about 1.5 yards in length and accordingly its width. That is a pink color. That's not saffron, it's pink. And that he ties around his waist. It comes from his hip, covering his hip almost fully, and coming up towards navel, and then he ties it nicely, and the little part hangs in the front. That is always pink. It's called kachani. So Lakutti patpit kachani tabicha murali subhar lalam. Because he is not playing on flute, so he has kept his flute in his kachani. he is stuck. His flute is all tugged. And Kashi is holding that flute. Now comes Gopi say, he is so beautiful. On the top of that, Chitvan Chout chalavat itaut man bhavat prajabhav. Actually, Krishna is thinking of both his soul Radha and also Gopis. When he is thinking of Radha, his eyes are half closed. When he is thinking of Gopis, then he looks around. And if in the path of his vision is a Gopi, he also looks at her. Chitvan Chout. When he looks to a Gopi, his look is like he strikes with love, a loving hit, a loving shock, you can say. Why you get a shock? Some of you must have experienced when you touch electric wire. Don't experience today. So you get a shock. Because it is a flow coming towards you, current flows towards the body, so you get a shock. So when Krishna is seeing towards the Gopi, he is seeing, is not simply a seeing. He is giving love. And the flow of love coming from Krishna's eyes, when that hits Gopi's eyes, she gets a loving shock. That kind of thing. Chitvan Chout, this is called Chitvan Chout, Jalavat. And you see, it's like the current. If it is mild, you get a mild shock. If it is strong, you get a strong shock. So Krishna, when he looks to a Gopi, again I said, whatever Krishna does is outside his grace. But again, there is something behind that action. When he looks to a Gopi, with how much love he has seen that Gopi, that counts. So he looks to a Gopi ordinarily. And if he stares to a Gopi with great love, that's something special. So Chitvan Chout. Suppose a Gopi is coming and he is standing and he looked. And when he looked, Gopi received love from Krishna. And that look, Gopi received great love from Krishna. You see, Krishna is Krishna and Gopi is Gopi. Although both are divine, but however, no saint can absorb all the love of Krishna. He is so great. His love is so great, like an ocean. Ocean cannot be kept into any pot. There is no pot made to keep an ocean inside. So Krishna's love is great, and Gopi, according to her capacity, divine capacity, she received, yet there is much more to receive. For that reason she gets the shock. Itaut man bhavat brajabhav, and Gopi is like that. Man bhavat, they like it. Why do they like it? Because they also have the same thing. They have love of Krishna, and Krishna gives him more love, and they like more, and he gives him more love, and like more. So man bhava, that's all she can say, that oh, we all like it. The last line, Chavi pratibimba kripalu jamuna tat जमुन जल लख एक सखित ही ठाम, यमुन तट ठाढ़ो सुंदर श्याम. One Gopi was so absorbed in looking and admiring Krishna's beauty that she forgot if Krishna is looking to her or not. But Krishna was standing very close. There were some trees grown near the bank of Yamuna River. They were a little fall, and very close to that tree, Yamuna was flowing. Krishna was standing very close to that tree, and the Gopi was standing behind, far from Krishna. And the river was slightly curved at that point. So, she was watching the reflection of Krishna's body in river Yamuna. Chavi pratibimb kripal jamun tat lakh ik sakit hi tha. One Gopi was looking to the reflection of Krishna that was falling on the surface of Yamuna river, which was flowing very close to that river Krishna was standing. And she was so absorbed in looking to the beauty of that reflection that she forgot to look to Krishna. So looking for a long time, when Krishna started to leave, then she would go, oh, Krishna is leaving. But she was looking all the time to the reflection of Krishna's body. So he is that beautiful. Our soul is always aching to receive that beauty. We ignore the call of our soul because our mind sometimes fails to comprehend what our soul is asking me. But our soul is asking you only the beauty of Krishna, only the love of Krishna, nothing else. So when you are doing your devotions, you can imagine the beauty of Krishna, His lovingness, His closeness. And when you remember Him, by remembering His name, or listen to the chant, you multiply your emotions, and then He is present